I borrowed this house from the bank 3 years ago, and I hate it. And some people ask me why. Why do you hate it? Because I can't afford it. I can't afford this house.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here, back on the line for you. So guys, we all know these 304s right here are trying to be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
There's all this crazy propaganda about how these chicks are all boss babes and boss chicks and they're outperforming us men and they're earning more and they're more educated, right? And guys, we all know it's cap. They're getting these useless underwater lesbian theory degrees. They have student loan debt, right? And guys, this myth, oh, these 304s are buying more houses than men. First of all, they get the house in the divorce, right? And guys, they might own more homes, but guess what? They're getting foreclosures left and right. You know what I mean? Every time where they talk about foreclosure rates jumping through the roof, you see all these chicks whining on the internet and whining to the news about how they're losing their homes. So guys, we're going to go to Dumpster Fire on TikTok and look at some of these idiots whining about their houses getting foreclosed on. But before we do that, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s. That's linked in the description. Check out the playlist at the end. I have a Discord. Check that out. And guys, hit the join button or the link in the description for a membership because I'm offering those now. Thanks so much to all you guys that are already members. I really, really appreciate that. And let's get into this.
Me owning a home is the best investment you could ever have. I do believe that to be true. That don't change the fact that I'm tired of being a homeowner. I'm tired of the problems that it come with. I'm tired of all the responsibility, hanging on my shoulders. I miss renting.
Look at that.
I miss renting. I feel like I had more freedom with renting. Now, I know when you rent, you're paying month to month and all that money is going down the drain. It's not going towards nothing. It's not investing in nothing. I know that. And I don't care. I thought about it so much. Selling my house and going back to live with my mother.
Look at that, guys.
Because why not? I don't have kids. I don't have a man. I don't have any drama that I would bring my mama. And I can pay all her bills. Mind you, my mama still live in the projects and income-based housing. She doesn't pay rent anyway.
Look at that.
We'll be over there living like kings and queens. Jesus Christ. I feel like the only thing that I would miss owning my home or, moving back with my mom or just whatever is the privacy. I do not like people all the time. I do not like noise, but when you move in with somebody or any sort of living adjustment, then you have to understand what that comes with. You know what I'm saying? And
anniversary of becoming a home borrower. I borrowed this house from the bank 3 years ago, and I hate it. And some people ask me why. Why do you hate it? Because I can't afford it. I can't afford this house. When I borrowed the house, I could afford it. And the bank insured that. Since then, though, my homeowner's insurance was $1,323 a year. Today, 3 years later, my homeowner's insurance is $2,654 a year. That is a little over $100 increase, which is added to my payment. Now, I know a lot of people will say crap like, oh, well, if you buy a house, your mortgage will be cheaper than your rent. Sure, if I were to rent a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, my rent would be a lot more than my principal and interest on this house. However, I'm escrowed, so it doesn't fucking matter because I have to pay principal and interest, my property taxes, and my homeowner's insurance monthly. So I know some people will usually say like, oh, my mortgage increased by $200 this year. Yes, we're not actually referring to the mortgage, which is the principal and interest amount. We're referring to the overall payment that we have to submit to the bank every month. It's not actually the mortgage, we know that, but we're in escrow, we don't have a choice. So it's the mortgage payment that we're paying. When I signed up for this fucking house, I signed up to pay $1,800 a month. I'm close to the $2,200 now in 3 years. That's a lot of money. and it's only going to continue to increase. And that,
So you know what would have helped? Having a husband and having a second income. You absolute dunderhead.
You stupid woman!
Look at that. And guys, did she say 4 bedrooms? What does she need 4 bedrooms for?
You stupid woman!
Come on, man.
and that's kind of my issue with this right now, because I'm at a point where I'm like, this is actually no different than renting. The only difference is that I don't have a landlord that I can call when my fucking toilet overflows, or, you know, when the basement floods, or whatever the fuck happens. I don't have that option.
You should have a husband who would take care of all of that for you, you moron.
Ship, like, I had the savings for that. It was, you know, I was fully aware of that. But everything is increasing, and we all know that too. Like, everything, the cost of living is increasing, and I can't afford this house. I hate it, but I can't. It's like, I'm probably not gonna go back to renting because I invested over $30,000 into living here
Look at
for
that.
upfront costs, not referring to how much I've paid in my mortgage and all that. But I'm a single mom, and regardless.
Of course she is. Cooked.
Regardless of me being a single mom, I make a decent living. Like, there are people in joint households, 2-parent households, who make less than me, and or make as much as me, and, you know, so it's really not the single mom aspect that I'm referring to in terms of
Please.
financially. It's more so, it's too much for me to do on top of being a mom and on top of working full-time. Like, we all know what comes with being a single parent. So for me, it's just like, it's too much.
But I just feel like I would over save. And the interest rate I got was pretty good at the time. Obviously, it's not gone back down. So I feel very lucky in that aspect, but I do think I would have waited a little bit longer to be in a little bit better financial spot. And I was told by a realtor that it usually takes, if it's a single person, whether it be just one person rather than 2 people, it takes you about 1 year to 2 years to feel like your finances are back in order after buying a house. And I definitely think that's true. So I am hoping to do another video next year and kind of update you guys on how I've been feeling and if it was really worth it. So far, knock on wood, only a couple things have broken, and I've had to pay for a couple things, and I do feel like I've been pretty prepared for that. But I would definitely say, if you're wanting to buy a house, especially as a single person, or if you're saving money to buy a house, definitely oversave, and make sure you know all the hidden fees that are associated with it, because people won't tell you what the actual breakdown of all the fees that are associated with buying a house. And I made a really good post the last year when I bought my house about how much my house actually costs. It was a $300,000 house, so like how much I actually had to pay for that, as opposed to like what people will try to tell you to get you into a house. So make sure you use resources like that.
People tell
There it is, guys, right? They thought that they were going to be out here, homeowners, strong and independent, right? Having their own slice of land, but you guys know what they found out, right?
The night is dark and full of terrors.
The night is dark and full of terrors. Guys, here's the thing. First of all, most guys don't buy homes unless they want to put families in them, right? And most guys can fix a lot of stuff around the house. The toilet breaks, they can fix it. The sink breaks, they can fix it. You know what I mean? If the basement floods, they can put a pump down there, get the water out of there, right? You know? These chicks are cooked. They just thought that they'd flex. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a bad bee or whatever. I'm a boss chick, and now I have a house, and now they hate it. Right? Absolutely insane. They thought that having a house is going to increase their status or whatever. Right, guys? But we all know what we're going to increase, right?
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I'm finna increase is my motherfucking fist across your goddamn face. That's what the fuck, that's what's about to get increased.
And the second chick saying that she can't even afford her house.
With your broke ass.
Guys, this is ridiculous, right? And guys, don't ever date a chick who's like this. Because, guys, ultimately, she expects you to swoop in and save the day.
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world, right? God, don't pay their bills. Don't pay their bills. Don't pay their bills. Don't pay their bills. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. Guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.